My name's Matt. I'm from Hearts in Action. We deliver course reports for NDIS participants, and we've been doing that for about 14 months.
Nice one. And what were you guys using before using Astalty?
Yeah, so before we were using another platform. That one, I don't know if I should mention the name or not, but it certainly wasn't fit for purpose, especially when you're trying to scale. It was very tiresome, very hands-on, also created the opportunity for a lot more mistakes to happen because of that manual handling, you know?
Yeah. And what would you say like your biggest frustrations were before coming across?
I'd say the whole process, you know, from scheduling, it wasn't easy to just take something from one side and then put it across up to, 2 years like we can with Astalty. Also, there was no filtering between participants and staff. So part of the problem is without that filter, it's very hard to see whether you've missed a day. You know, when you're putting it in week by week, without being able to filter by participant, it's easy to miss it, you know. So if I can put in the participant, I know they do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, then I can just click that button and see that they are in there. But because we can put it all the way across, it really removes the issues that I was having before with shifts being missed.
So it sounds like it's just made your rostering a little bit easier and a little bit more to do at scale.
Absolutely. Like it's night and day difference. Yeah, 100%. And I think also the ability that when I can create a shift and I don't have to like create it on Monday and then have it even just go from Monday to Monday to Monday, I can set it up so that I can create the one shift and it can do Monday, I can put in Tuesday, Thursday, Friday as like reoccurring over like 2 years. It's a massive time saver. And then if I have a call from a participant and they're like, well, Maddie, next week, can we adjust the times? The fact that I can just scroll across, go in there, change the time, and not have it apply to the whole series is life-saving.
And I imagine you would have checked out a number of different providers before you made the decision. What kind of made you come across to Astalty, and what was the initial moment where you went, hey, this is going to be right for me?
Yeah, absolutely. So most of the other providers, they keep a very, it's very closed off. If you want to see their platform, you have to make a booking to have a chat with the salesperson who's just trying to rope you in, which is fine. You know, we have to do our due diligence. I did that anyway. But I like how open Astalty was to just making an account. I can go in there, I can have a look, see what's going on. Your prices are very transparent. The prices are very competitive. And the fact that, you know, yourself and James have always been there to support me through the transition, that made all the difference.
And what was that transition experience like for you? So obviously we caught up a whole bunch of times. You know, we walked through a couple of different things. We did the demo as well. On the user side, what was that like for you? Did you feel like this is a big job, or do you feel like, did you have enough support there? What was that like?
Yeah, so I think the fact that you guys have a full guide set up there that's really covers everything. And it's all sectioned off in ways that, you know, I can search through it easily. It made the job easy. Anything that I wasn't sure of, I could reach out to you. I could reach out to your support team. They would get back to me really fast on email. But generally speaking, I think I reached out maybe 4 to 5 times to get everything happening.
And talk to me about your Xero experience, because I feel like that's one of the most painful things for providers is payroll and invoicing and getting that firing. And from memory, you weren't using an NDIS specific software, so it didn't actually communicate, probably didn't have the line items built in. So that would have been like a huge duplication of stuff that you needed to do, or manual processes. So what was that like going through the first time, getting it all firing, working with James, getting payroll set up? And then how much time has that saved you?
Oh, it saved me days, and I've only got a small team still, you know. So as we grow, that savings is just going to grow with it. Not that I'll ever think about that again now, because the past is behind me. The hard times are behind me. But yeah, no, it's really good. I also think that, you know, because it goes from looking at everyone's hours and putting them across, applying the SHADS awards to everyone's rates. That's great. It works seamlessly. It works perfectly. But I think one of the other big factors that may be overlooked is that you don't want to ever run into an issue where you're paying staff X amount and you're not billing the same amount. So obviously we don't want to overcharge, that's wrong, but if we undercharge, we're also going to hurt ourselves with cash flow.
Yeah, 100%. Whenever there's that connection is not both ways, from your invoicing to your rostering, you always run there's always that opportunity of that happening. So, you know, that's one of the reasons we kind of built the platform the way that we did. Make sure they're both speaking to one another, and then, yeah, eliminating that risk. And last one, mate, any advice to anyone else who's kind of looking at a different platform or thinking about coming across to Astalty?
Yeah, if you're looking at another platform, I would definitely do your due diligence. I did mine. I chose Astalty. You might choose something else. That's up to you, but I would definitely recommend having a look, because if you don't look, you don't know, and you may not make the best decision for you.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate your time.
No worries. Thanks, Jonathan.